Brecke, title for speech, Rule 9 and you. Rule 9 and you, Tracy Beck.
I've given a lot of speeches about myself, about how I exercise, about living with an engineer, living with toddlers, how I prepare my food. But one thing for the past year and a half that I haven't talked about is what I do almost every day, my job. Now, in typical conversation, I'll tell people I work for the power company. I review all contracts in one way or another that have to do with new construction, whether it's a developer coming in, new houses, or someone just wants to rearrange some electric facilities. But since you all have 4 to 6 minutes to listen to me, we're gonna delve in a little bit. My title is Senior Rule 9 Contracts Analyst, and that's a lot. What it means is that I look over and evaluate all of our Rule 9 contracts. And that's a whole lot of two that probably means nothing to you. So, Rule 9 is this. It is a lot. It sits on my desk all the time. But it's a tariff that we have, that the ME Energy has with the Public Utility Commission. It governs the difference between MV Energy and a customer's responsibilities on a customer-driven project. So what kind of responsibilities are there? Well, there's cost first, who pays for what. There's also some timelines in there. And the second part of the definition of Rule 9 was for customer-driven projects. So that means any new physical connections, the best way to think about that is a new house. Any rearrangements of facilities, so a lot of times developers will come in and have land they want to build on and need our facilities moved, whether it's a transmission line or something else like distribution facilities. So then they'll come in and ask us, they also get a Rule 9 agreement. In order to not qualify, but in order to differentiate between NV Energy's cost and the customer's cost, we take a look at a customer's project, what is the minimum to serve them, which means the smallest amount of facilities that we would have to modify to provide them new service. That sounds kind of easy, but it can be challenging depending on where the facilities are or how old some facilities are that it would take to get service to a new house. Also, oftentimes the customer can earn back some of the money that they've given us depending on how many meters or the load that they're taking from the system. So if they change facilities, if they had a house in Midtown and they change it to be a business, that's going to change the amount of power that they're drawing from the system, because they're going to draw a lot more as a business than from a house. So we have certain allowances that we'll give people for just construction and for our part of the investment in the project, and then depending on how much power they draw, they can get some of that back. So my role is, in that aspect, to review those annually for the life of their contract. Those ones are 5 years, and see how much power they're drawing versus how much they said they were going to when they came in. As far as contracts go, any of our big customers that come in, any land developers, I work on them with those contracts, any negotiation that we do with those. Also for our generally larger projects, which are for electric $60,000, I do a true up of the customer costs and MV Energy costs once everything is complete. Then sometimes I get to send them an invoice with my name on it. They aren't very happy with that, but also I get to send them refunds if the project was less than we estimated, and then they're is what I wanted to share with you today about Rule 9. And I'm sure you are more confused than ever at what I do here at the power company, but that was what I wanted to share with you today. Thank you.